hope that old man got the tractor beam out of commission, or this could be a real short trip. Okay, hit it!
Hey there, collectors. We've got a treat for you tonight. We've got a dual unboxing with Jason and Gabe here, and they both just got in the Jabba the Hutt concept maquette replica from Regal Robot, and they figured that they would hop on and show everybody what it looks like and give you a little background on it in case you're interested in picking it up yourselves. So welcome, Gabe. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me on again.
Yeah. Long time no see, huh?
Right.
and as usual, Jason, how you doing, Jason?
I'm doing good. Good evening, fellas. Looking forward to this.
Yeah, I am too. I've been really thinking about getting this. It's just a huge flood of stuff the last couple of months. Just I keep putting it off, So
yeah.
I'm glad you guys got it so we can get an early preview of it. Yeah. So where is it? Where is it, guys? I don't see it. Oh wow, it's a little bit small, huh?
It's kind of cool. It's good.
Did you?
Job is a little.
Mine's still in the shipper.
Yeah, Jason.
My shipper came in a little bit damaged. It was like split. So because the tape was lifting, I did I just removed it out. But I didn't sneak it peek, I promise. Although it's small in size, it's definitely got a little weight to it, which I like that.
Yeah.
We always like weight. When it's hefty, it feels good.
Well, while Gabe is opening up his, I got something for Regal Robot today in a much bigger package than that. And I got the CZ3.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
There we go. All right. And I showed the CZ3 to the family today, and they were all like, "What the heck is that?" So here's another thing that most people will be like, "What the heck is this?"
Yes, I think this is going to be one of those pieces for sure.
You got your CZ today?
Yeah, he came in. I had no problem with the antenna, like Matt did. My hole was wide open, so
Matt had to jimmy his in, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the piece ironically, this is a piece I've actually been waiting for a long time. I mean, not a long time, but it's been a lot of the anticipation for this particular one.
Sure.
Being a fan of Return of the Jedi, I know everybody's favorite movie is Empire Strikes Back, or that seems to be the norm. At my age range, Return of the Jedi was actually one of the first movies I've ever seen in the theaters or driving in those days. And I was just really taken aback by the whole denizen scene of Jabba and all the surrounding creatures, sort of like people who originally saw A New Hope in the cantina scene. So that's like my version. And I was always fascinated with it. So being a concept art collector, this is something that's always sparked an interest. And when I found out that Regal Robot was making it, it was all that more interesting and intriguing to me. So yeah, here we are today. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, I have actually kind of similar. I think me and Jason might be around the same age. I'm about 40 right now. So I got I was, on the tail end of the original trilogy. So Return of the Jedi was the one that I remember, just being completely immersed in it when I was a kid. And then I remember getting From Star Wars to Jedi, which is that documentary back on VHS. And it was the 3-pack and then From Star Wars to Jedi. And this is one of those iconic things that I remember as a child, just remembering this Jabba the Hutt concept piece. So yeah, I was equally as excited.
Yeah, that piece always stuck out. And I remember there was a part, I haven't watched it in years, but there's this part where Mark Hamill is narrating it and he's talking about the maquettes. And they do a wide shot. It scrolls by and shows all these sort of, variations that Phil and the other team had made, from Gamorreans to Jabba to Akbar, and there are all these little tiny bits, and I was just so taken aback by that. But so it's first off comes with this little card.
Yeah.
Nice.
Explaining the maquette, and then on the back It's got Tom's signature.
Yeah.
You know, those pictures are frameable. I mean, they're
Yeah.
so nice.
Yeah.
They really are, and they're decent
Right.
size too. This
Yeah.
looks probably just shy of I'd say 6x8, give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Maybe.
Yeah, I framed my CZ3 one today because it gives them.
Nice.
It shows people like CZ3 on in Mos Eisley. So when people are like, "What the heck is that thing?" You can say, "He's from the movie. See, here's a picture of him."
He's there, I promise.
He really is there. I promise. Yeah, exactly.
Are you gonna display it like right next to it, like behind
Yeah,
it?
I already hung it up right next to it.
Nice.
It's made me want to get pictures for
like
everything. Made me want to get
Right,
pictures for all the stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really do like that small little touch. It
Yeah.
just goes a long way. It does.
Now,
So-
Jason, Tom gave me a tip about opening this up. He said, "Be very careful when you when you pick it out. Make sure you grab it from the bottom, from the base, because it's just being held by the little peg."
I see. Okay, so like the little vases and stuff. Try not to pull them.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Alright.
it comes with the plaque,
Yeah.
and I gave mine's actually 015. I thought
Your
it was
number.
05 on the
Okay.
outside box. Okay, so
I
sure.
got, I got number 8.
Gabe beat you.
I thought I had,
Congratulations. Well done, Gabe.
Oh.
Well done.
the scribbling on the box. I actually thought I had 5, but it's 015. Okay, it's still a decent low number. What I like about these plaques, though, and I've said this before, it's got the master replica style.
Yeah.
All the MR collectors out there. So just just good uniformity with the collection overall.
Yeah, I definitely like that. I like that it's gonna match other things.
Yeah, and for some reason, if it didn't, that would drive me crazy. I'm just one of those guys, but
Yeah.
the fact that it matches, I really like that.
That's cool.
All right.
Gotta do that.
You're gonna make me get this. I know it.
It's a little bigger than I remember. Okay,
Oh, it's actually heavy. I didn't expect it to be.
definitely got some weight to it for sure.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. This is definitely bigger.
I'm gonna need it.
I had the chance of holding this early on, but it's definitely bigger than I remember. Okay, wow, this is fantastic. Okay.
All right, hold on there, Jason. Yeah, nice. So, what color is he? Is that like a?
The lighting might be affecting it, but he's a little bit of a.
Yellow?
He's actually got a few. Yeah, he's got a few different colors. I'm gonna spin him, and then I'll let Gabe do the same. So I'll kind of give you a view
Oh, wait,
of
hold-
the back.
I'll zoom in on Jason real quick, and then I'll zoom in on Gabe.
This is interesting. It's almost like a bib Fortunerish in the back,
Yeah. Okay, with the veins,
right? Yeah, you can see like the veins and
the veiny sack he's got there.
yeah, this is pretty radical. And the texture, like when you touch this, it actually, I mean, I know it's not, but it almost has like a wood feel. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so you can see the lighting is a little better on Gabe. It's not as washed out.
Yeah, and you could actually see all the different
Look at
colors.
his belly.
Yeah, from like the first view, you would think that it's like a solid color, but you could see all the pinks and all the tans, and
Hmm.
definitely looks
No.
like.
Gabe, know what's interesting? I just noticed on yours and then looked on mine. So as you have yours close up, Steve, you can notice it's almost tiger striped on the tail. Can you see that?
Oh,
Hold
yeah.
on. Let me go back to Gabe.
This is interesting. Okay. You see, it's vague. It's very subtle.
Yeah, I don't know if
Okay.
it's.
So
Hard
now,
to see.
if
The
you put
light.
mine up,
Oh, yeah, I
obviously-
see it. Yeah.
So yeah, I
it's-
was picking at mine, and I think it's. All right.
Wait,
I
okay.
think-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yours
Oh
is-
yeah, it's much
Oh,
more
I
obvious
see
than
it.
yours.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's wild. So
Hmm.
that is definitely intentional, 100% intentional.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's interesting that was. It's weird because we only know Jabba as as green. We don't know him any other color.
Mhm.
So it may seem odd to us, but at the
No.
same time,
It's crazy. Yeah, the veins are crazy. The fact that like they put that much detail where you could. It almost looks translucent, you know.
this is a fantastic piece. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's super detailed.
Now what I love, Gabe, it's got that feel like it was it looks like something that was sort of thrown together to sort of, hey George, what do you think? You know, it's got that feel to it.
Yeah. Well, no, you know what? A cool little factoid that Tom shared with me about this was that so unlike a lot of the other pieces that are like molded, you know, from the original or scanned from the original, this one was actually it was a sculpture, you know, from Regal Robot. They designed it, but they did it so close to the original that when they actually showed Phil the piece, he couldn't tell the difference. So I guess Phil was like, "Oh, you guys got a hold of the original," and
that's awesome.
Where he couldn't tell the difference, which goes to show like the amount of quality that they put into these sculpts.
Even the hand drips on the vases, the rocks, everything, and the board
painted like crazy.
Yeah, a lot of hand painted elements. The rock feels like rock. The base almost has a wood textured feel to it.
No, even the rock, like you see, like the on purpose chips, like the rock is all chipped up.
Got the drips on it. The sap on his head is crazy. You can really see the veins and the discolorations, and it almost looks like it's this is gonna sound gross, but like pulsating, like throbbing, like thum thum.
Yeah.
That's what it visually looks like. Yeah, it looks like a giant Hatit's tumor, right?
Yeah. Again, yeah, that's what it looks like.
All right, crazy. This is a really nice piece.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little misleading because we were talking the other night, Gabe, when you were on, and I said, you know, it's on the smaller side. I mean, which it is, but it's definitely bigger than I remember.
Oh, like when you held it?
Yeah, and I got to hold it in hand. I think there was 2 or 3 masters they finished painting at the time, and yeah, it just, you know, that was a couple months back, so memory wasn't serving me correct. But yeah, this is a little bit larger, which is good because this is going to be displayed next to the 1/6 scale sideshow. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to do these setups of either evolution of, whether it's like Vader, Boba Fett, or from concept to, you know, screen. And he's going to be posed on a little acrylic riser with the 1/6 Jabba behind him.
You already show the bottom how it has like, it's like stamped with a robot.
Yeah, that's I like that. That's nice.
So this is the third and final, or maybe not the third, but it's definitely the final concept that they made, right?
You know what? From the documentary, I remember there was one where he was a little more. He like was standing up, right?
Who's
like,
the one with the mustache?
Creepy.
Does anybody or anybody in the comments remember if you saw the documentary? He was trying to mimic someone famous at the time, someone big at the time. They were trying to incorporate the look or style of a character or an actor. I can't remember. I haven't seen that documentary in years. If Tom was watching, he would know right off the top of his head. So there's one that looks too animal-like or snail-like. Then the one that was too human-like, but I think they were trying to copy because remember they had what are those? Listen, I'm losing my tongue here. Steve, maybe you might know when they wear those red hats with the little tassel on them. What's that called?
A fez.
Fez.
A fez. Okay, yes. So originally in one of the sculpts, he had a fez on, and I think it was the one with all the arms. And I don't know if they were just having fun with it or if they were initially. I think George gave an actor that was big at the time as a reference, and Phil actually tried to emulate that. I have to revisit the documentary. It's a great one. It's a great documentary to watch. But yeah, this is definitely this is a home run. This is a fantastic piece.
So, Gabe, where are you going to put this?
That's, you know what? I had a space that I was going to put it up on this the new wall that I made, but it's kind of smaller than I anticipated. So I don't know. It's gonna get lost up on the top. I might just put them on my desk somewhere.
Do you have the Jabba from Sideshow, the 6 scale Jabba?
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would.
trying to think if there's anything that it would go good with.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, honestly, this is a nice just desk, like a just desk piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a little.
Yeah. So many intricacies.
You say it's about 12 inches wide?
Close to it, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Let's see if I have a tape measure here. Not in front. I would say, yeah, it looks about close to it. Yeah, close to it. And probably about 7-8 inches tall.
Here's like
Does it say
an 11 by 8.5, so maybe a little bit smaller, like 10 inches maybe.
It's definitely awesome. Very intricate. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the paint job is insane. Like all the
That's what I'm looking at.
So do you get? So this is this costs $325. Is that right?
I think it's $350, $325 or $350. We can double check.
Let me double check. It's $350. You're right. It's $350.
$350.
So do you think it's worth the $350?
By far, I do. Yes, having it in hand, I definitely do.
Yeah. And again, I think this is one of those kind of niche pieces. You know what I mean? Like you got to know, and you have to have some type of connection with it from when you're a kid. But it's definitely an awesome piece.
The size of the arms on that concept. They're definitely not the the stubby T-Rex type of arms.
Right.
Yeah, they're definitely more human.
The face is pretty close to the final.
Yeah, the face does look
pretty even the nostrils are the right way on this, right? The asymmetrical nostrils. It's kind of neat. He's got all those bumps on the side of his head too.
I just can't believe the sort of tiger stripe, because again, once we have something idealized in our minds, we just know Jabba was green. This is really interesting that he was yellow and almost two-tone.
You got to remember too, Regal Robot does all of these in small batches, right? So they only do them a few at a time, so they could focus on the details a lot more.
Nathan says it's an awfully expensive paperweight, Gabe.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to get displayed. I actually have a little display case that will fit this guy nicely. So I don't know. I'm going to have to figure out a nice place for him.
Well, you have a problem in general with your room. You're just getting so full in there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like with the setup I have, each piece takes up so much room because obviously it takes up a full square, and it's limited what I can do.
You think that you can work that into like your living room or something like that?
That's what I'm thinking. It's either that or it's going to go into my work office.
I was kind of kidding around. Would your wife allow your things to kind of sneak into the other rooms?
Yeah, you know what? She doesn't mind like little things like I have like a replica of the little mosquito from Jurassic Park inside of the egg. Kind of like the little
amber.
Yeah, I have like little things hidden around in the living room and bookshelf. Nice. She doesn't mind that too much. Yeah, nice. But I might actually take it to my work, like my work office.
Sure.
I have a few little things there.
This is definitely a conversation piece for sure. There's a lot of interesting pieces being put out, by Regal Robot and the like, but this is definitely a piece that puts a smile on my face. Going back to what I said when we initially started up the video, having my first experience of Star Wars, where I was able to really comprehend and sort of absorb what I was watching, be Return of the Jedi. This is this is a great piece. I'm definitely loving this. This is fantastic.
Jason, how much would you say that thing weighs?
At least 3 pounds, Gabe. It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's not light at all.
3 to 5 pounds, somewhere around there, maybe.
Yeah, and this is both of your first maquette from Regal Robot, right? You didn't get the Tauntaun.
I have the Tauntaun.
He has.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So, Gabe, I'm really curious. In terms of the material it's made out of, is it similar to the Tauntaun material?
The Tauntaun is not this heavy. The Tauntaun. It's too high. I'd get it down for you. But
Yeah, I actually had the Tauntaun for a while.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
I don't have it now. I actually sold it because for other reasons. But I'm kind of curious how similar it is to.
Yeah, you know how the Tauntaun feel. I mean, it feels more resiny. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it really does. The base was a little bit heavy. Heavier on the Tauntaun, but no, there's definitely. Although it probably is some type of like poly resin. It doesn't feel like it. Like it honestly, like parts of it actually.
It almost feels like an actual. It feels like an actual sculpture.
Yeah, it's.
Does it
crazy.
feel like polystone?
That's what it kind of feels like. But
Steve, it's definitely got a weird feel to it. It feels like you're holding a natural sculpture. It doesn't feel like a. I held the Tauntaun. I know what you mean by that. The light feeling to such a larger because it's much taller. It's much bigger. Yeah, I don't know. This thing is hefty. It's good. So even though it's probably all made of the same material, even when you're touching this, it almost feels like you're touching wood. This feels like you're touching like hardened clay. It's just, it's strange. It's really unique. Wow.
Yeah, it's definitely has to be some type of.
It's weird because I know it's not wood, but the throne feels like it's actually.
Yeah, right. The throne. The bottom even has like kind
that's
of
why I was checking
wood grain. I don't know if you could kind of see.
Is it really wood grain?
It's not really wood grain, but you see it? It's like a kind of like a.
Turn it forward toward yeah, there it is. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird because you could feel where the weight is, and you could like when you hold it in your hand, you could definitely feel where this part is the heaviest part of it, and then it's really light on the other side.
And when you say that they said it was pegged in and not to lift it by that, I got like you're turning that thing upside down and nothing's falling off. So it must.
I think
you be careful, like when you pick it up.
Yeah.
So Steve, this is almost the same size as the box. It fit perfectly. So now, as Gabe said that, I'm thinking you would want to sort of by habit just sort of pull it up like this. And if you did that, this would probably enough weight would probably pull one of these off if you yanked hard enough. But I get that this is an acquired taste, but this is a great time where something like this being made by a licensed company is fantastic. That's just fantastic that we can get something like this so unique and so. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing as like the CZ3, right? Like it's such an obscure character that the fact that a licensed company decided to make it just goes to show how passionate they are about about the characters, about the work they do. Just because again they are catering to a little bit deeper fans, right? Like not just the stuff that's all out there. This is awesome.
That tiger strip really has. This is where I wish I had access to like Pick Phil's brain. I want to ask about this so bad. Right. I'm so intrigued by that because we don't see that. Even though he looks very, very close in style, aside from the back of the head to Jabba, they changed the color, but they got rid of the. He's got a lot more folds in the arm and the chest too. Wow, this thing has so much detail in it.
It's funny. It even has like a little belly button. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and it's like pink inside. Yeah.
Gabe.
Yeah. There's number 6.
Michael Hawes had number 6.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Michael.
What's up, Mike?
Right. You beat us both, Gabe.
I know.
So, Steve, there's when you're sitting at the computer F5, and there's your competition right there. When you're wondering if you got number 1 or not, and you got number 3, there's the competition.
I know.
Yeah, it's funny, Gabe. Today my CZ showed up, and it was number 10. And Matt got his on Friday, and his was number 11. So it's like, yes, I beat you.
All right. Did you pick that up, Jason, too?
CZ, yeah, I did. Yeah. I don't have mine in yet, though.
Oh, yours is in. Okay.
Yeah. It's same. I think it was the same thing with. It was just a matter of like the way I split the payments, so they ship out based on. Yeah.
Nice.
But I grabbed this. I jumped on this when the early bird came up, just because I don't know, the whole Jabba thing and the concept. Whenever I hit concept, I respond.
Well, it's the same as as the Tauntaun, right? The Tauntaun is also a concept. It wasn't the final
right, but it definitely looks a lot more like the final product.
Yeah.
The disappointment with the Tauntaun, I think the thing that I couldn't get over was it wasn't painted, and I know that's the way the Maquette was, right?
Yeah.
The Maquette wasn't painted, but not having it painted, I couldn't get over that.
Yeah.
Whereas go ahead. Sorry, Gabe.
Oh no! Did you see that? And I don't remember who it was that did light paint, just like on the horns and like.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't.
Yeah,
I always thought that piece would look really good if you had the whole thing really painted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. If Michael, if you're still in the chat, did you have an image of your Tauntaun partially painted? I think the horns and another part. It might have been Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
Huh.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I think he has a true, I guess like a rebel soldier sitting on top of it.
That looked really, really good.
Oh, nice.
The thing about this, and again, it raises a lot of questions because people look at it, and as we're talking about it, they understand, okay, this is the concept of Jabba before he became what we know him as on screen. But this particular maquette kind of has its own little claim to fame because of that documentary. I think, as we were saying, a lot of people saw this and really sparked interest, and it was focused on, not too heavily, not for a long period of time, rather, just maybe a few minutes or less, but a lot of narrating went in behind it, and I think it just it piqued a lot of interest, and it's one of those pieces that you would normally see as maybe like a custom, somebody going in and trying to sort of emulate the look of it. But again, like I said, having this as a licensed piece is spectacular, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. So
Steve, what are your thoughts?
I'm just trying to figure out. I'll probably get it next month. Just it's like the start of the month. I got my budget. I got my budget all planned out, and then it's like, oh, I didn't expect that. Oh, I didn't expect that, and soon enough, it's like, I'm spending next month's budget already.
Oh, there you go. Michael just sent me a picture of the Tauntaun. He said it's okay for me to share it, so let me send it to the.
Yeah, send it to the chat. And I'll pull it up.
Chat.
Yeah, these maquettes are great. I think Ken asked if any of us are getting the Gamorrean. I know.
Yeah,
I'm getting the Gamorrean fighter.
I got it on order also, but I'm thinking Gabe is not going to get it because it's not original trilogy.
Yeah, again, I'm kind of limited on the space right now, and I'm all right there. I don't know if you could grab it from there.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Huh. So what's the story? I wonder what the story is behind that rebel soldier.
It looks like the one that they had, that Prop Shop was selling. Remember Prop Shop sold
yes, it does.
A screen used one, and it kind of looks like that, where it just kind of
look
looks
at the he's got his rifle. You see it, Steve? He's got his weapon.
Yeah. It looks good that way.
I like this a lot. It's even got a little bit of hair on it. So the Maquette Tauntaun, where it's just very minimal. So I got to see the original. I think it's something you probably Google. I don't know if it's sort of a off the books type image, but I got to see the actual image of Stuart Freeborn's set up office, whatever you want to call it, where Tom had pointed out the Tauntaun in that form. So it was actually, if I'm correct, I could be wrong. Gabe, you may know better than I on this, but I believe they were able to mold this from the same mold, right?
The Tauntaun?
Yeah, or close to it, or like mold it. They were able to create a cast from that mold, so like as old as it was, and then create more from the second, almost like a second gen.
Yeah, either I think he might have Phil still had the actual mold, or
something like
or he let him use, or he let Regal Robot take the original and mold it. I don't
This has
remember.
been modified also. You've got eyebrows, chin hair, and ear hair on this one.
The air here looks great. And the
Because
chin
the
too.
maquette doesn't come with the hair. So
No, yeah, the maquette is just straight, sort of
Yeah.
like a gray primer color. But this looks great because it looks like it's from Lucas Archives.
yeah. So I can try to pull up these pictures of Jabba here. I don't know how well that
Oh
comes
yeah, that's
across.
the one where it's like
That was a human one.
Jabba wearing a Speedo. Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
in one image he does have a fez on. I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
I gotta try to look up what actor they were trying to copy. We might get a laugh out of it.
This guy kind of looks like a villain from a James Bond movie or something. You know, with the goatee kind of style hair and the
Right.
eyebrows. And does he
Okay.
does he have a watch on? It almost looks like he has a watch on.
You guys ready? So originally, George said to Phil, "I want him to look like Sidney Greenstreet." He was in Casablanca, The Maltese Falcon,
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
and I think that's where they got this particular look from hair.
Let's see. Let's see if I can.
Sidney Greenstreet. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of cruel. Yeah. George is mean, huh?
And then there's this.
So there's the original.
You know what's really interesting about this character in the middle? He kind of looks like the Goblin King in The Hobbit, the one that Peter Jackson did. Do any of you guys watched that? Or
I'm
not?
vaguely familiar.
Yeah, his head, boy, that looks like a spitting image of the Goblin King. And
You know what he also looks like? He looks like the guy from episode 2 when he goes into that diner.
Oh,
Remember?
with that dark. the
Dexter
Camino?
Jetster. Dexter
Yeah.
Jetster.
Oh, there you go.
You're right, yeah. So there's the original. Just doing a little screen match. So even the spill on the vase, everything, yeah, they got this. They got this down almost perfect. Wow.
Oh yeah.
And then there's this thing.
Oh yeah.
So that was the two animal-like version. Can you imagine if this was Jabba or if this became Jabba, we wouldn't know any better. That's what we would know Jabba as. So it wouldn't be silly or funny. We would think, okay, well, that's Jabba the Hutt. I mean, look at him now. It's like a giant pickle. And that's normal for us, you know?
Yeah. Interesting.
It is interesting. It's very interesting. That's why I love the concept stuff. I really love the concept stuff.
Yeah, but they got that. I mean, they got it down.
They nailed it. It looks like you're holding the one from the image.
Jeez. I mean, even the drips, right? Like you said, like how every placement of the drips out of the vases.
Yeah, right down the middle of the. Yeah, you're right. It's spot
And
on.
even like the dark, you see how like the brick on the far right bottom,
Yeah, it is. It's much darker in color.
like dark. I don't know if you see it, like darker. I mean, they got it.
Another home run for the Regal Robot team. I got to give it to them. I really do.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta show you something. I gotta show you the picture of the Goblin King. Stop the screen, share the screen. Application window, where is that Goblin King? Okay, remember that picture of Jabba.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Okay, check out his ears. You see his ears and his eyes and all that.
Mhm.
That looks so much like that. Yeah, my gosh. The only thing is this guy's ball sack is a little bit bigger.
They took it from the back and slung it around. Yeah.
It's funny how similar the Goblin King. I mean, clearly the Goblin King was designed probably 20 plus years after this one. But wow, unless but yeah, I'll go back to that one. Share screen.
Steve, you might be putting a lawsuit on somebody right now. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, see how similar he looks?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's almost got a Rancor vibe to him too. The middle one.
Rancor vibe, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the little bit of the face, the way it's scrunched like that.
Hmm.
You know what else it reminds me of? The dog-looking creatures from Fifth Element.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of looks
I
like
gotta
that.
see if I can. I gotta see if I can get a good image of this. Hold on, guys. If I can get a decent image of this for you guys to throw up, it's gonna be a little blurry, but I think I might be able to snap a.
I wonder if you can find the clip.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's-
open him up in another window. I'll show you what it looks like.
So Steve, actually, if you go, can you pull? You can pull up a video, right, Steve?
Yeah, but I'm gonna do something for Gabe real quick. Oh, am I showing the wrong one? I'm showing the wrong one. Darn it. Sorry. Where'd you? There you are. There you go, Gabe.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, the ears,
Oh wow, yeah.
but
Yeah, basically he's just got cropped ears. Yeah. All right. What did you want me to show?
And then go to 1 minute and 52 seconds. So we go to that link. It's just a YouTube video. But if you fast forward to 1 minute and 52 seconds, it gives a nice little panoramic. I was looking it up as we were going over this. And you kind of see him just sort of float by as they're going through all the different maquettes that I made. So now that I saw that, I'm like, my mind's going, oh, they should make that one. They should make this one. There's like an Akbar maquette, and there's all these other alien maquettes. That would be phenomenal, huh?
Oh,
There
wow.
it is.
Okay.
Look at
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, all three of them in the foreground, huh? Yeah, all four of them are in the foreground.
Wow.
Huh.
You get a bit full of tuna. You get a couple of denizens, Gamorrean. There he is, right in the center. Can you make him full screen? Can you hit that little? Not full screen on ours, but on. Or is that as big as it goes?
I don't think it'll show full screen when I go full screen.
There's Max Rebo. There's Rancor.
There you go.
So guys, yeah, for those of you in the chat, this is the documentary, or part of the documentary that we were talking about, where he first.
Ice Noodles. It's Ice Noodles.
Wow, they're all in there.
Yeah.
Look at the bands. Oh my God, look at.
Oh, effing man.
Wow.
We need that. That would be so cool.
What an amazing collection of pieces, huh?
Too bad the resolution on this thing is so atrocious. They've got Bausch. They got Leia Bausch in the back too.
Yeah, you're right. They do.
That would be a nice one to have.
And these are all conceptualized versions, right? Like before they became what they are.
Uh-huh.
Because you can see the Gamorrean looks much more. Look at an Akbar, or at least a version of them.
Yeah, squid face, bottom right.
Wow.
Is that an Ewok there on the right in the middle?
It looks like it.
Might be, yeah.
It almost looks like the one from one of Macquarie's drawings.
Huh.
Look at Nani and Num.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, Reese. Look at the Reese. Wow. Tom, if you're watching, just get started and you can go through and.
I know,
yeah.
right?
Who wouldn't? We'd all be lined up.
I think that's Yak Face there in the middle. Can't quite tell, like right here. Is my mouse showing up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like a Yak Face. It does, yeah.
I wonder if is that frog, the one on the left, is that the one from Jabba's palace?
Outside the palace.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Look at
another
the other
Gamorrean. There's another Gamorrean one. Huh? Wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
huh?
Pretty cool.
That's a cool little. Yeah, I gotta watch that after. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
I know.
Oh, the guy in the top right, he's like the skiff guard. He's I forget what his name is, but he's on one of the skiffs.
Clad 2, a week way, or
No, neither of those guys. He was simply driving one of the skiffs. I just can't remember his name.
Stay on this. Here's something interesting, okay? So you know how everybody has a disdain, not everybody, but most have a disdain for the special editions. Okay,
I was about to say that. Yep.
you noticed that, Gabe?
I noticed
Okay,
that. Those
crazy, right? So that wasn't something that they just willy nilly and CGI'd in. He's there in Maquette form. Look at him.
He's
The
the one
guy-
that's singing with.
And his voice, his mouth, yeah. So he was originally part of the band. All right.
Yeah,
Maybe they kicked him off for creative differences. I don't know.
that's crazy.
That's crazy. So I just thought they were sticking all this nonsense in because they had access to CGI and could do it. But that just goes to show that he originally, because so many people are like, yeah. They always go back and say Star Wars this, Star Wars that, because George is always like, well, I wanted to do this, or I tried to do that, but couldn't. But, here's at least one example of that being true.
And that was such a kind of controversial scene too, because they changed the song, and that song, like
it stuck with so many.
Yeah, that's what like everyone remembered as a kid, and especially with that guy, the little creature that's singing. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, nobody took to him. We were like, who is this guy?
But there he is. Interesting.
Yeah, it's funny that you caught that too. I never saw that before. You have to be on some strong drugs to come up with these characters. I'm telling you, man.
Jeez.
What's that? What do you think this is in the back left?
I don't know.
Oh, and it's gone.
The concept of the Rancor type.
Interesting. All right.
Maybe another version of Rancor.
Who knows? All right. Well, gentlemen, final thoughts on the Jabba Maquette?
I love it. I think skill 1 to 10. For me, it's a 10.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The attention to detail, just the whole feel of it. Like, it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like an actual statue.
It does. And unlike like a sideshow type statue, or it feels like you're holding something that somebody sculpted.
Yeah,
which is that's what I'm so fascinated by, is the different textures and the feel. And I think if it didn't have this type of weight, it would sort of throw off that relation of feeling like a sculpture. Yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah, this is a fantastic piece, really unique, really different, but definitely get that Star Wars vibe and feel, and just a great addition to the collection. Yeah. Very happy with it.
Yeah, it's very Regal Robot-ish. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's what they do.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for sharing that with everybody. It's kind of neat to catch your fresh impressions as you're pulling it out of the box, And I, for one, feel the urge to get this more now than I did before. so it worked. All right.
And Gabe, you'll be doing a full-on review of this on your channel, correct?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a close-up review. Try to get the lighting just right. Now that I could see all the stripes and everything, I'm definitely gonna do better lighting.
And your YouTube channel is, Gabe?
It's Star Wars Replicas. YouTube.com/Star Wars Replicas.
Yeah, I was watching you long before I had my own YouTube channel with these guys and did any content. So definitely one of the collections that I looked at and said, okay, this is something I want to look like this. So outstanding.
Thank you.
I think me and you, I think almost everyone in the chat can say the same. Yeah, Gabe, I was watching your videos for a long time, and that was one of the reasons why we originally connected. I hit you up like, hey, I need some help with this stuff. I'm like, what direction do I go?
No, back when I first started, all my stuff was in the garage because my wife let me keep it inside the house. And I think someone even commented, like, is that your garage? What are you doing? All that stuff in there? I'm like, yeah. Well.
You do what you got to do, right? So.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night, folks. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you. We're recording tomorrow night. We are recording a collector spotlight, so look for that in a couple days. The final thing. Have a good one.
Cool.
Good night.
Oh, I got to do the exit thing. Take advantage of it. We'll do our exit video.
Ouch.